Welcome back to Sode 5. This is Sode 5 of K.F.O.S. Kevin's full of shit. I'm happy to have you. I'm Kevin. And we'll find out if I'm full of shit. But welcome back. Sode 5. Sode 4, we picked up, I was talking about the game was going to have a boxing match with Andrew Zimmerman, I think was one of the topics, I believe, on Sode 5. I think that's somewhere we're at. It was around the World Cup of 2014 when that's last was going on. So I'm happy to bring us back full circle. I was full of a lot more shit than I am now, I think. I don't know. That's sounded weird, but I mean it, or I don't. But anyway, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Glad to have you back. If you're back, Ryan, thank you so much for helping me get this off the ground when we started. I'll keep carrying this on, and let's see how this goes. So a lot has changed since 2014. I no longer in the Navy, not at this time. So at this point, since we last filmed or recorded, this is actually the first iteration with the film. So, hi. The first iteration, what was it saying? Anyway, I was in the Navy, got out of there in 2014, soon after the last episode Sode was recorded. I believe it was June when I got out. How the hell did I forget that? I had to write that so many places. June. But yeah, ever since then, life has been a rolling. People say life been life, and I feel like I made that up, and I'll be making phrases up and just let it go. Let it go on the earth, and then, let the earth do what it must, or what it willeth. Anyway, so where was I? 2014, getting out of the Navy, and stuck around Washington for a bit. Stayed in Port Orchard, loved it over there. Kind of a degenerate. Wasn't doing well on my upkeep of bills and shit like that. I wasn't working great jobs. I was working at sheet metal siding. Soon after, first I did unemployment. Unemployment was better money than the working money. That's crazy. I see why people do what they was doing. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, I was doing that, doing sheet metal siding for a while and roofing, gutters, things like that. And, it kept me enough gas in the tank to get to comedy shows here and there. And, yeah, after that fizzled out, I had to work a second job with it. I was working security, but both of those didn't last too long. Like I said, I was, not on my A game. Maybe not even on my D game. I was chilling. But I was having fun doing comedy. I was doing pretty good. Cookies was fun. We had a good time. I wasn't like killing or nothing, but it was just like one of those things where it was like, oh, this is fun. But I wasn't serious enough. I could tell you that. I wish I was, but whatever. We'll get back to it at some point. I enjoy it too much to not do it. I'll probably just do it as a fun thing. But after all of that, I ended up getting summoned by my father, Big Kev Senior, rest in peace. He called me, and about at the end of 2015, I want to say, and yeah, what in the hell did I say this was? Did I say 2016? 2014 is when everything was. Well, if I didn't, all of this was 2014. Now we're moving up to 2016. And 2016, or to end of 2015 is when my dad called. He had scared with his eyesight, so he had kind of like, I want to say like blind, but he was like temporarily blind for probably like a day or so. Something happened with his blood sugar and made his eyesight go out. And scared him, I could tell. He called me and asked me to come home and just like, help him because he wasn't going to be able to drive and all that stuff. But his sight was coming it was good enough for him to get around, but like it was definitely not good enough for I shouldn't be home. I should have been driving him, yes. But I came home and did that. That was an, a choice I was glad I made because, you know, I could have stayed out there, been selfish, and just thought about me and been like, well, this is my opportunity. I'm gonna go take it. But I feel like those opportunities come back. I'm certain of that aspect. But I wasn't gonna get that time with my dad again. So I'm glad I came back. I came home, and then I believe it was within 6 months of me being home, he had passed away in March of 2016. So I had came home in November of 2015. So I didn't get a lot of time, but at least I got that time, got those holidays, and, you know, got to have last bonding things with him. So I am forever grateful for that. That was yeah, that was a rough time losing him. But soon after I met the love of my life, I met her at my cousin's birthday party. So we kind of moved forward. I just moved forward, and she came right at the right time. It's yeah, God put her there for sure. So forever grateful for how everything panned out. Wish she was still here, but I understand we don't have control of those things. Fast forward to the same year of 2016, I ended up moving in with my wife Amanda, or girlfriend at the time, Amanda, and just starting life, becoming a dad. She had a daughter already, Val. She's a great kid, but I don't know if I guess I was ready because I just tackled it. So I ended up getting a job, a real job. I got a real job as a mechanic at Knott's Berry Farm, a ride mechanic. That was pretty cool. That was one of the cooler jobs I've had. So I feel like I haven't been orthodox for a long while. I was a mechanic in the Navy and then come out, do some roofing and crap. I guess that's normal. I don't know. And then now I then went on to be a ride mechanic. It's like, oh, wow, so you're on roller coasters. Like, yeah. I do that stuff. That was fun, did that. And Knott's was a trip. That was a cool place. That was a cool place. It's a little amusement park, but it's a big amusement park in comparison to like little amusement parks. Smaller, it's bigger company now. It's Six Flags now. So, I mean, it wasn't small then. Anyway, I'm rambling. That's what this is probably going to be today. It's just you catching up. And I'm just giving a little rundown of where the hell I've been doing this. I feel like people know, but people don't. So it's going to get better. I understand, and you understand. But we're just going to ramble right now. And I'm going to put this out. Screw it. That's how you do it. But where the hell was I? I was talking about working at Knott's. So there's 2016. Worked there for a little while, you know, just doing my thing. And then 2018 comes along, and now I'm a husband. I'm a husband and a homeowner in 2018. Those are pretty big leaps, and killing that shit. But yeah, we bought a home and got married in the same year, actually. So we got married in May of 2018 and had moved in to our house in July 2018, somewhere like that. So yeah, we've been here, almost 10 years now. It's 8 years now. It's pretty cool. But anyway, I'm skipping along stuff. But 2018 was change, big change, but good change, great change. Didn't know about home ownership. This shit is different. This shit is different. I had water leaking out the the PVC or whatever the hell this stuff is called, the vinyl. I don't know what it's. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'll beat up that. But we'll get to those things at some point. I'm just giving you the timeline. 2019 comes along, and we have our first child together. Young Kendall. Her name is pretty cool. I like where it came from. Obviously, she's my junior, so it's like if I had a boy, there's gonna be the third. If I had, well, I wanted to name him Marcellus if we had a boy, but she wasn't with Marcellus Ellis, but I think it's the greatest name ever. So if I get like a dog or something, it'll be Marcellus Ellis. Anyway, Kendall Jean comes along and changes my whole life. Like, I was already like on my game, but yeah, things had to get locked in a little bit more. Just be, there for a baby. Like, when I met Val, she was already, she could make a sandwich and stuff, but this one is like, yeah, relies on me to throw up and everything, like anything. So it was a big change in life, but the best change in life that there could be. Like, that's the best hood in the world is fatherhood. That's what they say, and that's what it is. Now, when they get older and get to talking back, hey, Tim, still love you, but shut the fuck up. And then soon after that, we just did it again in 2020. Did I say 20? Yeah, 2019 I said for Kendall, 2019. And then 2020, December, COVID hit. We all know that. COVID was different. It was actually the greatest time of work that I had. Like, working on roller coasters in an amusement park without people. Oh, it's the best. I got to ride. I was testing rides, like, and not having to answer stupid questions. Sorry for the gap whistle. It's going to happen. But that was the best. And no traffic. And I don't want to downplay that part of COVID because people died. But that traffic or lack thereof, oh man, so many like chill rides home is the best. Anyway, that's not the best way to say it. So I will get up out of there. And second child came in December. And rest in peace, Kobe. We lost Kobe that year. That was different. That was different. You probably can't see him, but he's up there. He's up there on the wall. But yeah, December, Graceland was born. And that was Kendall was planned. Graceland was not. But so happy Graceland came when she did, because it's like, yeah, now it's like they're thick as thieves, but they are definitely button heads. But that's how it goes. They're siblings. They're gonna butt heads, but it's nice to watch them grow up together. That's a cool thing to see. So I'm glad that the whatever night that was happened. I think I know when it was, but we don't need to go into that. It was a good night. What happened from there? 2020 I was at, so we went to 2021. I was just working, doing my thing. So it's from 2021, we'll skip all the way up to maybe 2022, but like in between that, just doing what I got to do, taking care. Comedy from here and there, like every once in a while, take a break, take a year off, take 6 months, take this, whatever. And then it was never really at the forefront, but it's always in my DNA and in my heart. I love being on stage. I miss the stage. The stage is where it's at. There's nothing better, I don't believe. It's the most purest of I don't want to say art, but like interactions, like, because the audiences are usually honest, and it's fun when you can get them to be on your side. It's probably the most fun. And then we move on to 2022, where make a switch into what I currently do is a hydrogen mechanic. I work on hydrogen pumps for cars. There's hydrogen cars that exist. It's it's supposed to be coming, but we'll get into that as we, go through episodically. But I call them sodes, but I'll break down more. I was at what now, or 2022? 2022 is when I got into working for company I'm at now. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Things happen. That job, it was interesting. The way it worked, and now looking back at it, it's just like it's nuts where things are in life, or how life works. Because I remember someone calling me and telling me all these cool things about the job and all the perks that you get, and I was like, "There's no way." Well, I was like, "I'm happy where I'm at with knots." But a friend of mine was actually looking for a job that had more stability to it, and like more income and stuff like that, and benefits and all of those things. And this job had all of it. So yeah, I told him about it, and he ended up getting the job, and then was like, "Yeah, you got to come over here." So I ended up getting there. He helped me out with my getting my resume to the right people and everything like that, and ended up working there. So I've been working there since 2022. But like the part I was saying that was just ironic, or however you want to put it, is that within this year I lost that friend to is from work. Like I can't go too much into details because there's, I guess, a lot going on, but yeah, I lost him. James was my best friend. Lost him to accident at work. So it's just it's crazy how life can do what it does. That's where I'm at now. It's a rough time in my life with that, but right now I'm slowly coming back. That happened in March. Oddly enough, he passed. That it was the day before my dad's passing. So my dad passed March 19th. He passed the 18th. So it was like they're right back to it. Right? It's those are gonna be hard months. I already know that. And crazy part is their birthdays are the same month too. So it's always gonna be like that. But I hold them dearly, and I hold them high, and I know they're watching me. So I do these things because of them and their memory and their strength. I know is here with me. So we're gonna keep pushing on. I'm gonna get better at this, and we're gonna ride through this together. So yeah, so that's what I'm currently doing. I'm still doing that. Not really doing comedy. We have a podcast that was started with my self and a brother of mine. He's like a brother of mine. Like a brother. It's like kind of like my friend I just lost. It's just that close. So the Heavyweight Collective, and we've been going. I don't even know the date on that. That's why I wasn't in the mix of this, but it was somewhere in the mix of this. We decided to start. It was me and him in his apartment in Moreno Valley, and I was staying. Where the hell was I living? Was I living in Chino? I think I was living in Chino that time. So it was back in around the 2016-ish time, around in there somewhere. Maybe, yeah, 16, 17, somewhere in there. But yeah, we've been going through that since then, and we've been going strong. I enjoy doing that very much so. And some people were asking why I'm doing this, but this is just a different outlet of myself. So that one is, we have a different realm of things we discuss, and this one is more unleashed of me. So I think I'm a little more reserved in that one. Probably not true, but topics wise, I'm gonna go a little all over the place here. So this will have a little less of a structure, I believe, but I don't really know yet. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm hoping that it comes out to be good. Like, I know this episode is garbage, but just kind of catching you up on where the hell I've been since 2014. I don't even know if I got the dates right in the beginning, but I'm just gonna leave it because that's what you do. If I keep on doing it, I'm not gonna keep it. But anyway, I digress. What was I talking about? The Heavyweight Collective. We've gone through a different iteration. We were the Heavyweight Podcast, and then now we're the Heavyweight Collective, and we got some things I believe we're going to work on this coming up year soon. So we got some ideas. I got some training to do for myself, like learning how to fly this drone and edit and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting. I feel like I'm getting my creativity back. I had a long ass writer's block, still kind of in it, but it's coming out where I'm writing more, and just creative block, especially like since passing of my friend, since passing of my dad, like all of that stuff. I mask a lot of stuff and I don't show it outwardly. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I feel like it's not anybody else's burden to carry, and also people don't care, or I'm the funny one, and that's where it's supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be lifted up. I'm supposed to lift others up, or whatever it is. I got a lot of internal things, but things are better. Like, I've started therapy probably, I don't know if it's been a year. It might have been a year now. I'm coming up on it, I believe, but that has helped a lot, and I recommend it to anybody who is thinking about it and is second guessing it, or has a stigma or whatever it is. Don't. It's quite cool. It's nice to feel healthy in the brain. I mean, I know I'm off, but at least I can get some things right. But yeah, here we are. Kevin's Full of Shit is back. Sode 5. It's a little ring around the rose. Where did we go? We don't know, but this is all the stuff I've been doing. There's probably stuff I left out, but I feel like a lot of those things will come out as we go. Tell some stories, tell some jokes, have some ideas, share some laughs, share some cries. It is what it's gonna be. I think we're gonna just roll with it. I got a few ideas. So I'll probably touch on some of the current events that I feel like I really want to touch on. I don't want to get too much into politics because I'm passionate about certain things and people are passionate about certain things. And it's not like we're going to have a real constructive dialogue unless I really feel like it. And, it's mine. So I get to do that. Also, I get to lie. And you don't know if I'm lying or telling the truth because, that's the point. That's the point. This Kevin's Full of Shit. Don't take yourself too serious, because I ain't going to take this too serious. I'm going to take this serious, but I'm not going to take this too serious, if you get what I mean. So that's the point, and that's the objective. I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to do all those things, like I said, but thank you. I hope you made it through whatever. I don't even know how long this is, but there's where I've been. The next one will be soon. I don't know if I want to do weekly or bi-weekly or 2 a week. We shall see how the work goes. I've been Kevin. I've been full of shit, or have I? I don't know. And the beauty is you don't either. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Toodaloo.